The YSL RICO case has shaken the hip-hop industry. There have been allegations of homies turning against each other and best friends becoming foes. The beef has gone old school, with shots being fired in the record. Lil Baby and Lil Durk are not impressed with Gunna's latest actions regarding the YSL RICO case and have sent him a warning. Snitching will not be tolerated. What exactly have the two rappers told their former friend after it was alleged that he snitched on Young Thug? Let's find out. The RICO case and Gunna's confession. Is acting like they switching to a side, but it's only one side. YSL's the label. Free Young Thug and Yak, Gunna back. Most hip-hop fans will wish Gunna was trending because of a new record. Sadly, the rapper has been on the news for all the wrong reasons. The rap star has been receiving a lot of hate from fans and rappers. Even the snitch in chief, 6ix9ine, has come after him. This was Gunna's first social media post after he was released from jail. It's safe to say that the rapper's problems all stem from the RICO case facing his record label, Young Stoner Life, YSL.
Young Thug is scheduled to appear in court today in Georgia on gang-related charges.
To understand why Gunna is in trouble, we first need to focus on the charges leveled against him and his record label YSL. According to authorities in Atlanta, Georgia, YSL is a well-known criminal street gang that has been involved in multiple crimes. On May 9, 2022, Young Thug, Gunna, and 26 others were named gang members in the grand jury indictment. The 88-page grand jury indictment alleges 182 instances of the group participating in gang activity and criminal conspiracies. Evidence brought forward by prosecutors includes lyrics, social media posts, and clothing or accessories with slime emblazoned on them. Reports indicate that the gang emerged in Atlanta in 2012, with Thug as its founder, and may be affiliated with the National Bloods gang. YSL is allegedly involved in crimes: murder, attempted murder, armed robbery, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, theft, drug dealing, carjacking, and witness intimidation are some of the 56 charges leveled against YSL members in the indictment. The indictment notably paints Young Thug as a mob leader, accusing him of numerous offenses for which he is not being prosecuted. Georgia law is similar to federal law when dealing with gangs such as YSL. The law was created to rid the state of large criminal organizations, such as the Mafia. The murder of Donovan Thomas Jr., a rival gang leader, in January 2015 has also been linked to Thug, who allegedly rented a car from Hertz that was used in the crime. In connection with Donovan Thomas's killing, 5 YSL members, including Yak Gotti, were arrested and charged with murder. After his initial arrest on May 9th, police reportedly raided Young Thug's home in Buckhead and charged him with 7 new offenses. The additional charges included 3 counts of being an employee or associate of a criminal street gang with the intent to conduct or participate in criminal gang activity through the commission of a crime. Gunna surrendered to the authorities on May 11th, and he was taken in for various crimes, with racketeering at the top of the list. The indictment claims that he has stolen items and was in possession of drugs such as marijuana, methamphetamine, and hydrocodone, with the purpose of distributing them. The judge received bond requests from Gunna and his boss, Young Thug, but denied them all. The judge's main concern was the witnesses' safety, as well as stopping further criminal behavior from the YSL members. The prosecution claimed that witnesses were being threatened by Young Thug and his crew, and that they feared for their own lives and the lives of their loved ones should they testify. However, after Gunna was denied bond for the second time, his lawyer was up in arms, protesting the decision and terming it unfair. The prosecution again produced no evidence at all. Instead, it chose to rely on vague and non-specific allegations and speculation through the prosecutor's statements alone. Gunna deserves better from our justice system. Another of his lawyers stated, "We want to know what specific threats there are. There have been many allegations that there are threats to witnesses, and to date, we have received no discovery, not a single shred of evidence from a witness who was actually threatened." Although many thought the rapper would remain behind bars until his trial, he was released on December 14th. There was a lot of mystery in the circumstances under which Gunna was released from jail. Did Gunna confess to the crimes? Did he betray his fellow YSL members? Had Thug allowed him to take the deal so he could get out and continue his rap career? Remember, Gunna had not been caught in possession of anything illegal, nor was he part of any of the murder crimes. You might say to yourself, then Gunna will easily walk scot-free. That might not be the case in a RICO charge. All the authorities needed to prove was that Gunna was somehow associated with YSL. Since evidence brought forward included lyrics, social media posts, and clothing or accessories with slime on them, Gunna was guilty by association. When Gunna was released from jail in December, there was instant speculation that he had snitched on his boss to get out. However, in the days that followed, more YSL members started making plea deals and were being released from jail as well. The hip-hop industry was in confusion. Some people thought that maybe the authorities didn't have much on Gunna, so they let him go, while others maintained that he ratted Thug out. Had the YSL rapper snitched or not? It even appears that the authorities want Young Thug. They want to put him away for a long time since he appears to be YSL's leader. In a video of the court proceedings, it is evident that this is the authorities' plan, as they refer to Thug as the one calling the shots and the most dangerous of all the arrested YSL members.
He's the one directing traffic. He is the one they're all afraid of. He's the one that's King Slime. He is the most dangerous of the 28, Judge.
However, in a bid to have Thug's bond request denied, the prosecutor revealed that YSL members were indeed working with the authorities. According to the prosecutor, members of YSL, both those indicted and not indicted in the charges, had come forward and expressed their fear of Young Thug and that he would kill them and their families if they crossed him.
We have taken proffers from fellow members from Mr. Williams. Some are on this indictment, some are not. They have stated uniformly that Mr. Williams is dangerous. They are afraid of him, that if they cross him, he will kill them and their family.
Well, it was clear as day. Someone among them was snitching. Despite this, Thug was also his own worst enemy, as a tweet sent while he was locked up was used as evidence to deny him bail. In a tweet to Michael Phelps, Thug says, "I'm talking with my roommate, and we're wondering if you could swim 100 miles from the middle of the ocean back to shore, at Michael Phelps. I don't know about you, but it may seem that the rapper was sending subliminal messages to the outside world. The court seemed to think that this was evidence of witness intimidation. Hence, Thug was denied bond. It's easy to see why, especially since the popular Italian mob phrase, swimming with the fishes, means taking care of someone permanently. Anyway, back to Gunna. While many were starting to believe that he did not tell on Thug, a damning video of him taking a plea deal went viral on social media. In the video, the rapper makes some pretty damning confessions. In the video, Gunna admits that YSL is not only a music label, but a gang. He also admits to witnessing some of the YSL members participate in criminal activity as a gang. Lady.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
The video confirmed everyone's fears. However, it seems there was more to the plea deal that Gunna took to get out of jail than what was first let out. The rapper strongly maintains that he did not confess to the crimes, nor did he snitch on his crew. Instead, he entered an Alford plea. In criminal proceedings, a defendant may negotiate a plea agreement by pleading guilty but still maintaining their innocence using an Alford plea. The defendant in an Alford plea does not admit guilt, but instead admits that the prosecution has shown enough evidence to convict them. The accused can retain their innocence and protect themselves from the stigma of pleading guilty by entering an Alford plea and thereby avoiding a possible heavier punishment if convicted at trial. Gunna's plea saw him initially sentenced to 5 years with 1 year served. A judge commuted the 1 year sentence to time served and suspended the 4-year remaining balance subject to conditions, including 500 hours of community service. Gunna's lawyer also came to his support through Twitter, confirming that he had not snitched on anyone and that Gunna's plea could not be used against anyone else. Gunna did not snitch to get out of jail, he wrote. He has said nothing and is not cooperating. His plea statement cannot be used in court against any other defendant. Please stop spreading lies. However, Gunna did plead guilty to 1 count of racketeering conspiracy and was released after his sentence was reduced to time served. In a press statement regarding the Alford plea, the rapper stated, "I have chosen to end my own RICO case with an Alford plea and end my personal ordeal by publicly acknowledging my association with YSL. An Alford plea, in my case, is the entry of a guilty plea to the 1 charge against me, which is in my best interest while at the same time maintaining my innocence toward the same charge." Gunna was also quick to clear the air about the snitching allegations in his statement, saying, "While I have agreed to always be truthful, I want to make it perfectly clear that I have not made any statements, have not been interviewed, have not cooperated, and have not agreed to testify or be a witness for or against any party in the case, and have absolutely no intention of being involved in the trial process in any way." However, in the statement, he did accept that he was part of YSL, although as an artist and nothing more. "When I became affiliated with YSL in 2016, I did not consider it a gang, more like a group of people from Metro Atlanta who had common interests and artistic aspirations," he said. "My focus of YSL was entertainment, rap artists who wrote and performed music that exaggerated and glorified urban life in the black community." He ended the statement by promising to use his platform for the good of his community. "I love and cherish my association with YSL Music and always will. I look at this as an opportunity to give back to my community and educate young men and women that gangs and violence only lead to destruction." Young Thug's lawyer has since revealed that the biggest problem facing Young Thug's case is the number of YSL members taking plea deals. According to Thug's lawyer, his client has become an easy target since everyone who gets arrested can easily get a deal if they snitch on him. The lawyer revealed that the authorities were eager to cut deals with anyone who was willing to reveal any information incriminating his client.
He's like the easy target. So if somebody gets arrested and gets in trouble and they want a deal, law enforcement officers are all too eager to say, Well, tell us about Mr. Williams. Is he involved in this? What do you know about him?
Some members of the hip-hop scene are not too pleased with the deal Gunna made with the authorities, even though he did not legally confess or snitch on Young Thug. The plea deal has prompted mixed reactions from many people in the industry. Reactions to Gunna's plea deal. While many in the rap scene have had a lot to say about Gunna's situation, Lil Durk and Lil Baby's reaction to the whole incident may prompt Gunna to watch his back. To understand why this is, it's important to understand the relationship between Lil Durk, Lil Baby, Gunna, and Young Thug.
Would you say Gunna's your closest friend in the industry?
Yeah, definitely. I like consider Gunna like we ain't friends, you know what I'm saying? Like we like more than friends.
First, it's important to point out that Lil Baby and Gunna are close buddies. In an interview with 16 Bars, Lil Baby was asked who he enjoyed performing with the most. His answer did not surprise anybody.
Who's your favorite person to perform with together on stage?
I mean Gunna, of course.
Yeah?
Definitely Gunna.
Lil Baby has revealed in interviews that his friendship with Gunna started even before the two began rapping. They first got together after having a mutual friend who died. In the 16 Bars interview, the rapper revealed that Gunna started rapping before him, and when he started rapping, Gunna was there to help him write rhymes for him, as well as teach him how to rap. He even used to pay Gunna $100 to help him practice rapping. In 2018, Lil Baby and Gunna even dropped a mixtape, Drip Harder, which was widely successful, selling 306,000 copies in its first month, and amassing 164.63 million on-demand audio streams for the album's tracks. It's no secret that the two men were extremely tight. That was until the Rico case. After it was revealed that Gunna had snitched on Young Thug, netizens were quick to notice that Lil Baby was no longer following his best friend Gunna on social media. However, Gunna was still following Lil Baby. DJ Academics broke the news on his Instagram saying, "The streets is saying Lil Baby unfollowed Gunna. Y'all think the industry about to switch up on Gunna for being a truth teller? It's a bit strange to see Lil Baby turn his back on his friend when everybody has abandoned him." However, it's important to mention that he and Thug also share a close bond. While talking about Thug in an interview, the rapper revealed that they were more than rap friends. They were personal friends. He's not like one of my rap friends. He's one of my personal friends. We actually talk on the phone. Or if we in the same city, like one of them guys that I pull up on. Lil Baby has also revealed that Thug paid him to get off the streets and into the studio. The rapper may even feel indebted to Thug for getting him off the streets. In an interview with The Breakfast Club, Thug revealed that he did not want to see Lil Baby go back to prison. "I was scared for him to go back to jail because he had just did a bid." Although Gunna had helped sharpen Lil Baby's skills, it seems his loyalty is with the man who literally took him off the streets. Lil Baby's actions should sound alarm bells for Gunna. He should see it as a warning. I mean, think about it this way. If Young Thug did not approve of Gunna's actions and wanted to send messages to everyone who took a plea deal, Lil Baby unfollowing his best friend on social media would be a pretty clear message. If the plea deal was harmless, would Lil Baby really turn on his best friend in his time of need? Thug has already proved that he can send messages from jail. In fact, there have been concerns that Young Thug has been coordinating criminal activity while still in jail. Not only that, reports surfaced that a YSL member was caught with an illegal cell phone inside the jail, trying to get someone outside to destroy evidence. Looks like Thug can get just about anyone he wants, even while locked up. Therefore, it would be best for Gunna to watch his back, especially after his closest friend turned on him and sided with the man he allegedly snitched on. Apart from Lil Baby, Gunna has also faced betrayal from another close friend. This time, it was Lil Durk. Gunna and Lil Durk have collaborated on more than 5 records. Among them is What Happened to Virgil, where they celebrate the work of late designer Virgil Abloh. Despite working with Gunna on multiple tracks, Lil Durk has openly revealed where his loyalty lies. In an Instagram post, the rapper hinted at Young Thug being left to the wolves. Drop a like if y'all want Thug home and not being blamed or left to the wolves. #FreeJeff. Lil Durk has not been shy when talking about his relationship with Thug. The two have been so close that there exists a meme about them. In a bizarre case of self-snitching, Durk even implicated himself in a song while trying to show how he and Thug are close. In the song Mad Max featuring Future, Lil Durk raps, "I could have been part of the Rico. I called Thug and told him every nigga I shot." Similarly, Thug has expressed his love for Lil Durk on numerous occasions. While on Zane Lowe's New Music Daily show, the rapper revealed that he was ready to die for Lil Durk. "I'm ready to die by Lil Baby, Durk, and Uzi, Gunna. I'm ready to die by these people." It's no surprise that Lil Durk has had a dig at Gunna for snitching in his latest song. The rapper took to Instagram to share a snippet of his new song. On the song snippet, Durkio raps, "What happened to Virgil? He probably gonna tell." DJ Academics took to Twitter to post the snippet and asked fans what they thought Lil Durk was talking about. It's obvious that the bar was directed at Gunna, since the two had collaborated on the song What Happened to Virgil. This should worry Gunna a great deal. I mean, here are Young Thug's closest buddies in the game unfollowing you on social media and even sneaking disses in songs. It's obvious that they cannot be doing all this without Young Thug's blessings. It may seem that his boss is not happy with his actions, especially after he confessed to YSL being a gang and its members having participated in criminal activities. After he was released, he posted, Niggas acting like they switching to a side, but it's only one side. Hashtag YSL the label. Hashtag Free Thug and Yak Gunna back. He received immediate backlash from YSL members, with DJ Academics reporting that YSL having a civil war beef on Instagram. Gunna came out and tried testing the water, claiming YSL the label and said Free Thugger, and everybody in YSL looking at Gunna like, you the reason he in there. They all unfollowed him right after, even Thug's sister. Thug may even be sending a message to everyone else who has folded. Remember, Thug mentions that he would die for Gunna. If Thug was now turning on one of his closest pals in the industry for snitching, imagine what he would do to the others. The other artists have reacted to Gunna's situation, with Meek Mill also unfollowing Gunna on his social media. Ironically, 6ix9ine has had a lot to say regarding the situation. 6ix9ine, who himself was caught up in a RICO case not too long ago, ended up snitching on his homies, which makes his input in Gunna's case even more interesting and hilarious. 6ix9ine and 4 other associates were arrested and charged with federal RICO and firearms charges, including conspiracy to commit murder and armed robbery in 2018, and faced up to life in prison. The rapper was allegedly part of a violent sect of the Bloods known as the 9 Trey Gangsters. Although he had first pleaded not guilty, he soon changed his tune and cooperated with authorities. Just like in the YSL RICO case, authorities used 6ix9ine's lyrics, particularly in his songs Gummo and Kuda. The rapper did not only snitch on himself, but also had to take down other gang members by implicating them in various violent acts, including assaults and kidnappings, as part of his plea deal. 6ix9ine replied to Gunna's Instagram post, pointing out the rapper's inconsistency. In court, you said it was a gang. Here on IG, you saying the label. He wrote, LOL, you can't make this shit up. The rapper even trolled by posting the trending video of Gunna confessing in court with the caption, just STFU, and listen, I know y'all don't want to accept it. Your man is fighting for his life in court on a gang RICO. The caption continued with 6ix9ine providing his own breakdown of what occurred in the courtroom. Judge, you are aware YSL is a gang, correct? Fat ass Gunna. Yes, ma'am. Judge, only you and Jeffrey are in the car, and the police find a handgun and drugs. This didn't belong to you, correct? Fat Gunna. Yes, ma'am, the caption read. He concluded by bragging that he stands by what he did to his friends and that nothing will ever happen to him. Well, as karma would have it, he was recently attacked at a gym in LA and ended up in the hospital. Not long after, he was in an interview with Whack 100 where he gave his opinion about the situation. The rapper said that Gunna had made Young Thug's case 10 times more difficult.
So me pleading guilty is only making it worse for my man. Anything you just said in that courtroom is gonna be used against your man.
Apart from 6ix9ine, other rappers who managed to keep their mouths shut instead of stitching, such as Bobby Smurder, also had something to say about Gunna's situation. In 2014, the rapper was arrested in a drug trafficking sting with 14 others, with 21 guns being recovered in the operation. The group was charged in a 69-count indictment that included murder, attempted murder, dealing drugs, weapons possession, and a list of other crimes in connection with the long-term investigation into shootings and narcotics dealings in Brooklyn. Unlike YSL's RICO case, Smurder's lyrics in his song Hot were almost used in court. According to the authorities, the rapper's lyrics were a real-life document of what they were doing on the streets. Smurder even confessed in interviews that the lyrics were a true representation of his life. In the song, he raps, been selling crack since like the 5th grade. Initially, Smurder had been given 5 years, but chose 7 years so that fellow rapper, Rowdy Rebel, would serve fewer years. According to the rapper, he had been offered 5 years while Rowdy was offered 12. Wanting a lesser sentence for his buddy, Smurder agreed to take 7 years, while Rowdy also got his jail time reduced by 5 years. According to Smurder, he had to take one for the dogs. The rapper has come out guns blazing on Gunna's issue by dropping a freestyle that calls out rats in the industry. Although he does not reference Gunna in his freestyle rats, its timing made people speculate that Gunna is amongst the intended targets. In the song, Smurder raps that rappers are snitching on their friends and that by taking plea deals, they were leaving their friends in jail. That bar seemed like a direct dig at Gunna and the YSL members who had taken plea deals and left Thug behind bars. Although Smurder has still not come out to say who the song was directed to, the lyrics as well as the timing of its release, and other YSL members who have taken plea deals. Although Gunna maintains his innocence, only time will tell whether he really snitched to get out.